There are a couple of Shakespeare plays where money is really the motor of the plot, it's the main theme of the plot. Let's take first a comedy, or a comedy of sorts, The Merchant of Venice. And we can tell from the title that this is a play about mercantile activity. It's set in Venice, which was a great commercial capital really of Europe at this time. Everybody in this play is speculating. It's a really entrepreneurial play, not just in the sphere of business, but in the sphere of sort of romance and human relationships. Antonio, the merchant of the title, is speculating. He's paid out his money on ships to bring back goods from the East, which is going to sell at a profit. Shylock, the usurer, is lending money out at interest. He's speculating to get a return on his capital. And Bassanio, the romantic hero of the play, is speculating by borrowing money from Shylock via Antonio in order to woo a wealthy heiress. It's very clear what the attraction of Portia is for Bassanio, perhaps slightly less clear the other way around, but very clear what the attraction is for him. He introduces her in Belmont is a lady richly left. So money really does make the world go round in Merchant of Venice. It's the source of the problems in the play, but it's also the solution to them. So it brings about the comedy, essentially. It does something quite different in a tragedy, and that's the play Timon of Athens, the play of Shakespeare's that Karl Marx kept returning to. And that's not surprising, really, because it gives us a very sceptical, very ironic view of money as a commodity which distorts human relations and which is of itself no use at all, which has no intrinsic value. So Timon is a philanthropist who gives away a lot of money. He buys a lot of friendship, which turns out to have been quite hollow, because when he loses his money, he finds that none of those friends are willing to help him in return. And he becomes a misanthrope, he becomes an exile. He's living this very reduced life, and he finds, very unexpectedly, a cache of gold just at the time when he most realises that this is a pointless and destructive commodity, that it is of no use to him. He calls it a yellow slave. And the play makes a very kind of bitter attack on the way that money destroys and corrodes human relationships.